Rebecca Dunn here on the Medicine Show Moose Mobile at Anarco Scottish Folk Festival in Plus Garden at the back of the in sight of the Abbey, in the most beautiful spot. It's called Thistle Flats. You're connected through your father.
That's right, yeah.
And he was a very renowned poet and writer, wasn't he?
Well, yeah, absolutely, writer, yeah.
And he and his partner at the time were instrumental in setting up this community of people here.
Well, Jim owns the land, and he's owned it for, I think it's over 15 years.
What's Jim's second name?
Oh.
I know. Never mind.
Yeah. Afraid I don't remember.
No worries.
And him and his partner bought the land years ago, and they were vegans. They're vegans, and they've grown lots of nut trees and wildflowers over the land. And it was just a couple of years ago, after Jim's partner Simon passed away, I think that was when he started looking at, inviting more people to live here and making it more of a community. And so I think Nikki and Angus, my dad, were like the first ones to come and live here after that.
And your dad passed just recently after a prolonged degenerative disease, wasn't it? Was it motor
neuron disease,
And I suppose living in the communal sort of way must have been helpful. I know it's the hardest possible time, but that must have been a consolation in some ways.
Well, absolutely. I mean, he had like wonderful people around him, friends and people who he really loved, and he loved this place, and they were all just really amazing and wanted him to live here until the end. And I know that he'd found his kind of place here and his people where he's most happy. So that was a really positive thing. And
the positive thing is the legacy that is left behind in his work and his writing, of course, but also in the atmosphere. It's testament to the spirit of the man, although I didn't meet him. My friend Cigar Box Dunn is a friend of yours. Knew your dad very well.
Oh yeah.
As well, so and Don was your teacher as well in art school.
That's right.
No,
the
academy.
Me art. The academy is
Well, it's lovely, and I really enjoyed your set. He himself coined and you can keep this as a quote, I think, Ivor Cutler with the voice of an angel. I think that should go in all the posters.
So. It's a nice one.
Let's just we'll talk about your music, but where do people find you and your music on Facebook? We'll get one more song actually. Facebook the best place?
Yeah, absolutely, so you can find me on Facebook, Rebecca Dunn Music, so it's / Rebecca Dunn Music. So that's really my presence online just now, but I'm looking into over the next year, recording more and getting more online.
And get yourself out and about and develop some profile, I think is the word that they say in the business. But it's just a case of doing what you do and playing as many places as you can. Would you agree with that?
I think so. Yeah, and absolutely. And then there's the working on yourself. I think that's an important part as well, like in terms of, well, maybe that's part of doing what you do, but I think part of that is keeping a really good relationship with yourself, doing it for the right reasons, I guess.
I agree. Well, lovely. So people can find you, yourself and your ukulele will be travelling around, and you were saying you were going to be at Belladrum.
That's right, I'll be at Belladrum this
Festival
year.
in Bewley and Inverness on August the 4th, 5th and 6th. This vehicle that you're sitting in is actually going to be a stage there on the Potting Shed stage. And we've got some spots, so I would really love it if you could pop round and we'll organise something into the schedule.
Yeah, absolutely.
On the day, it would be a delight.
Oh yeah,
delight to have you. Well, thanks to you and the and the other people of the community for having us here this weekend, and for having this whole thing happen this weekend. It's
absolutely
it's a fantastic
yeah.
thing.
Well,
you did it last year,
great.
didn't you?
Yes, I was here last year. Yeah, for the Scottish Anarco Folk Festival. It was just it was a very small affair last year.
Yeah.
But it was just kind of a weekend of discussions and everyone playing a bit of music and sort of seeing what was coming next. And then you know, Johnny and Bar and a couple of other people took it away and organised this year. And it's really like a larger scale. But I think they were a bit nervous because they've sort of made it more public this year. So you know, anyone could buy a ticket. But in the end, you know, it's such a really nice group of people.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody's very respectful of the space, and what a beautiful space it is as well.
You can hear people drumming outside.
I know, yeah, and one of the stages,
jamming.
we should go off and catch some music in a minute, but would you do that bench song for me?
Absolutely, yes. Thank you very much. It'd be a pleasure.
on the bench in the moose.
On the bench and in the moose.
Yes, we've got Rebecca Dunn here on the Medicine Show. Thank you very much.
The bench cannot speak, it is silent. I wish it would tell the stories of what it has seen.
Lovely. Rebecca Dunn. And the bench. I've got a bench like that as well.
Yeah.
Everybody should have a bench. Fantastic. That's lovely. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
It's a joy to meet you. It's one of my...
it's been wonderful to meet you this weekend.
Well, thank you. But it is. It's one of my finds of the festival. It's always lovely to meet new people, but find new music as well. Thanks very much.